Hi guys, Brandy here. I thought I would come on and do a career reading for anybody that was interested, wondering about their career, wondering about their next step or um, their next position or what's going to happen next in their current position. I'm just going to call it a career reading. We're going to see what comes out and we're going to take it from there. So. I'm gonna pull 3 cards for the significators, and we're gonna start from there. Career reading for my collective, please. Career reading for my collective, please. Career reading for my collective, please. Let's get one more shuffle, please. Career reading for my collective, please. Career reading for my collective, please. So we have cuffing season for pile 1. Cuffing season. We have lessons learned for pile 2. Lessons learned. And for pile 3, we have deepfake. Wow, deepfake. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start with pile 1, of course, my beautiful pile 1s. And there might be so many different careers for you guys that you guys are interested in and doing and engaged in. So we're just going to see what the cards have to say. And if it resonates, it does. If not, take what resonates, So we're going to start with pile 1. Pile 1 here, you got cuffing season. Okay, so I see, and it says temporary relationships, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth until spring. So it looks like there might be some sort of temporary position, or alternatively, you could be getting more serious in a current position. And I'm really feeling it as like you getting more serious in a current position is what I'm feeling, okay? That's what I'm feeling intuitively, okay? We're gonna pull some cards though. I'm feeling you're getting more serious in a current position. If you don't already have a position, I'm seeing a temporary position coming up. Maybe like a per diem or like temp work or it's a seasonal work, like something for summertime. And if you have a current position, I'm seeing you get more serious in that position, okay? So let's pull the first 6 cards and see what we have here. Can we get some messages on career for pile 1, please? Messages on, career for pile 1, please. Messages on career for pile 1, please. Let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3. These cards are coming out fast. I feel like there's a lot of messages here for pile 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have Judgment reversed. So you could be getting some sort of raise or promotion here with the Judgment card coming out. Because the Judgment card talks about an elevation or a call to action. If it's not a raise or a promotion, you could be getting called to like do some type of new work, okay? Or you could be getting called to work if you don't already have a position. But there's some sort of promotion or elevation going on here with your work status, your career status, okay? Where you're going from one level to a higher level, okay? Obviously, that's what elevation means. I guess I'm being redundant. I'm sorry, guys. Um, but we have the stock card, which kind of looks like the strength card to me. Um, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the King of Swords. Okay. So pile one, do you work with somebody you're in a relationship or someone you're married to? Or someone you have a crush on? Is what I'm seeing. Maybe your work, maybe your job is almost like a celebration. Maybe you have a job that um you have a lot of fun at. It's kind of light in some way or kind of feels like a party. Um I'm seeing something about your job is really fun. Um and that you're like a pillar. You're like a pillar here at your job. It's like a fun job, but you're like a pillar here at this job and at this position, at this place of work, okay? Um and again, we do have this Three of Cups, this idea of fun at the job, right? And it's coming right out under the Six of Pentacles, this generosity card. You're very generous. You're very generous with your time, with your expertise, with your skill, with your knowledge. And if you don't already have a position, this is the type of position you're going to be going into. This is the type of work environment you're going to be going into. Okay? One where you're very generous with your time, your expertise, and you're a lot of fun here, and you have a lot of fun on the job, and you're seen as a pillar. You're seen as a pillar at the job. If you don't work in a workplace, it's fun, which I'm seeing it is because not only do we have all these nice cards like Four of Wands and Three of Cups, the significator is cuffing season, right? And that's like really good vibes. You know what I mean? That's about cuddling up and getting close with someone that you love, you know, and creating this warmth and tenderness between the two of you, right? So I'm seeing something like really fun, really good about your job or about the next job you're going to be going into. I'm even seeing love on the job, working with someone that you love or a crush or something. Having a relationship on the job, having some sort of workplace affair. Okay. This is what I'm seeing. We have the Ace of Swords. And this is the truth here, Ace of Swords. And it's coming out under a King of Swords. Um, so the King of Swords, this is an incredibly sharp, acute, astute, intelligent, genius, intellectual, you know, forward and forthright character. He's incredibly communicative. Um, he's an incredibly deep thinker, and he's innovative and has tons of ideas um, about how to make his workspace better and run more efficiently and bring growth to his environment for the people and the people he's providing for, his clients or whatever. Um, and this is the type of person you're gonna be on the job. Like this King of Swords. you know, full of ideas, guys, just brimming with ideas for how to make, a better work environment. And you're going to be an asset to the company for this reason. Or if you're the boss, you're going to be an asset to the company still for this reason, okay? Not only does he have ideas, he's an executioner, this guy. He knows how to execute. So he has tons of ideas and he executes them thoroughly. Okay? I know there's a lot of like light, fluffy energy going on with this Three of Cups and Four of Wands, but this King of Swords is no bullshit, no BS. He gets the job done. Okay. And while there is this fun energy here going on in your job place and even love, okay, you get the job done. You get the job done. And you do it right, and you do it thorough, and you do it with excellence and integrity. Okay? And you have excellent communication. You do it with excellent communication. With this Ace of Swords, there is a lot of innovation here. There is a lot of innovative ideas. And like we were saying with the King of Swords, and this came out right on top of the King of Swords, it's like you do things in a way nobody else is doing them. You bring this new energy and life and air and breath, to whatever career you're pursuing here. This new way of thinking, this new way of being. It's like the whole workplace shifts. Like when you move, the whole workplace moves with you. Because this is the type of air, this is the type of wind that you have around you, it's like, it's beautiful energy, guys. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's see. So let's just pull a few more cards here. I'm going to pull from the Ocean deck. So I just want to get some different decks here. Some different cards here. And let's just see, what's pile one's career going to look like soon. Let's just pull 3 more cards. So we got the King of Swords again. Wow. So this message is coming out twice now. Wow. So this King of Swords is sitting in a very high seat of authority here. You're gonna be an authority on the job here. Look how authoritative this man looks and powerful. Right? He looks very powerful and strong. Look at the shoulders. So strong. And we were getting that with the strength card here, that you're like this pillar, right, on the job. But he just looks so strong and masculine and authoritative, You're going to be the people go to. You're going to be the person people go to for advice and direction and knowledge and insight and, everything. You're going to be the go-to guy because you have so much experience and wisdom and strength and authority, Go-to guy or girl, sorry. I know the King of Spears is coming out, but this could be a man or a woman, okay, guys? And it's coming out twice here, so this is accentuated energy. I'm just looking at how he's holding this staff here. It almost looks like King Neptune's staff. It's like you're gonna be like king of your job. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like king or queen of your job here. Well, Neptune was a god, really. You're gonna be like a god. You know what I mean? And this is literally the King of Swords. The next card out we have is Death. So this is about a transformation. This job is going to transform not only you, but the others around you on the job. You're going to get a lot out of this next job. Like for personal growth, for your personal, like well-being and mindset. And you're going to give a lot, like, of growth to others. You're going to transform people's lives at this next career or at this next step of your career. We have the Ten of Spears. This is the Ten of Swords. Let me see here. You know, your next job might have to do something with getting people out from rock bottom, because the Ten of Swords talks about rock bottom. So you might be dealing with, you might be dealing with people that have been taken advantage of or disadvantaged in some way, or in some way at rock bottom. And bringing them, you know, and bringing this transformation in their life and transforming them. And this could be anything, guys. This could be from like giving a good haircut, you know, transforming their life, you know what I mean? This could be from like giving a good haircut to like being like an alcohol recovery specialist or something like that. You know, I don't know what they're called, guys. Okay, so it could be any career, okay, but you're bringing people from a place where they're at rock bottom, and you're transforming them into a much better, beautiful place, you know. And you're bringing them out of rock bottom here in your next career move or in your next job. So this is very heavy stuff here for how light the cards in the Rider-Waite came out, the pink cards here. The Ocean Tarot is very heavy stuff. So although you seem to be having all this fun on the job, you're dealing with very heavy subject matter here. And I was getting the feeling, too, in the beginning of the reading that your job might be quite serious, you know? Your next job or your current position or your next role in your current position, like it might be quite serious. And even though you're dealing with serious subject matter or serious clientele or, you know, serious business or however you want to say it, okay, guys? It's like there's still a lot of fun going on behind the scenes here, and all this love relationship too. You know, this office romance and stuff like that. There's something lighthearted that you bring to the position, even though it's so dense and so heavy. You just don't treat it as like morose and severe, you know. You treat it not without seriousness, but I mean, you just have fun. And sometimes that's what people need, you know, when they're in crisis, you know. They don't need more heavy, dense energy on them, you know. So maybe this is the best way. This is the best way to treat it. Um, so I think you're doing a great job, Pile One. Um, let's get a few closing messages. Let me see here. We're gonna pull from the Halloween Oracle. And I know this has been a little bit general, guys, but it's just that there's so many different positions that so many people could possibly have for this pick a card. I didn't want to get too much into the different, positions. I just wanted to give a general vibe of what, I hope you understand the style of the reading. Just wanted to give a general vibe of what your next position could be like. So we're just going to go with it. We're going to pick. Can you tell me about Pile One's next career move, please? Pile One's next career move. Can you give me any more insight into Pile One's next career move here, please? All right. Let's pick one card here. So bottom of the deck, we have a skeleton, and it says strength. And we were getting that idea of strength already 2 times in the reading, I'm sort of getting the message like you may work yourself to the bone here. You're a very hard worker. I know there's a lot of fun going on here, a lot of fun, but you're a hard worker. And look at the other card that came out, Skull of Darkness, and it says blind spots. Look at this. You're working yourself to the bone, burning the midnight oil. You're a very hard worker, Pile One. So I don't know how to properly describe the polarity between this hard work and all this fun you're having. There's this weekend song featuring Juicy J, and it's called One of Those Nights. And he says like Juicy J says when I'm having fun I'm still getting paid. Even when I'm having fun I'm still getting paid. And it's kind of like that. It's like you're having a lot of fun and there is a lot of serious subject matter here, but you're getting paid and you're making bank off all of this, and you're a hard worker. You're like working yourself to the bone, but you're still having a lot of fun. I even see romance here with your significant or cuffing season, okay? And you're a good boss or employee here with this King of Swords coming out twice. You bring so much value to the company, okay? So it's a very interesting dichotomy, is that what you call it? Or polarity of energy, but it works for you, Pile One, so keep it up. And this is what I see for your next position or your next role in your career. And that's all I have for you. That's all I have for you right now. That's all I have for you today, Pile One. My hair is doing like the weirdest stuff right now. I just got out the shower, so my hair is wet. But um, I'm gonna leave the reading there, and I wish you all the best in your career and your career moves, Pile One, in your next role, in your next position. And I love you so much. Bye. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see. Okay, Pile 2, you're up. Pile 2 is up. So Pile 2, we have lessons learned. Lessons learned. And the card says, wisdom gained, completing cycles, growth through experience, I'm wiser now. Wow. Um, so my initial reaction to this card, pile two, is that you're ending a cycle in a certain position. A cycle is over at a certain position. You're either, you know, leaving a position, wiser and better and having given so much to the company, or you're transitioning into a whole totally different career, having been better for your previous career. So there might be a career shift here for you, lessons learned. Um, but let's get into the tarot and see more, okay? Let me just shuffle the cards here. Might be totally shifting a career. Like maybe you were a welder and you're going to become a librarian or something like that. Oh, that's a random example. Like totally shifting the trajectory of your career, you know? Could be retiring completely. But a cycle is definitely ending here. So we're going to see what this is about. Let me shuffle one more time. Okay. So for pile number 2, please, can you please tell me about pile 2's career, please? Pile 2's career. Can you please tell me about pile 2's career, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Yeah, it's very interesting. Definitely seeing you walking away from a career. This 8 of Cups. Wow. We also have the 3 of Pentacles. And right underneath it is the 4 of Pentacles. 3 to the 4. So it's like your job is holding on to you. Your job is holding on to you. You might be retiring or shifting careers completely. Your job wants to hold on to you, though. Your job is holding on to you. But I see you walking away here. And you've had a lot of sleepless nights over these decisions to walk away. It hasn't been an easy decision at all. At all. But you're walking away to pursue your 10 of Cups. Maybe for a family, your children, or whatever your 10 of Cups is, right? Your ultimate happiness, your wish fulfillment, your dreams come true. You know, it could be because of a love relationship with the lovers here. It could be because of love or family or children. Yeah. I'm seeing you walk away from a position. Pile 2. It has not been easy. It has not been easy to walk away because your job or whatever you do for your career or work, okay, you love these people. You love these people. They've been incredibly supportive to you and kind and generous with you. And they put you up on a high pedestal here, you know, and they have made it very clear that they need you, you know. So it has not been an easy decision for you to walk away from this position. But I'm seeing you walk away, you know, and they're holding on to you very tightly, very very tightly. Bottom of the deck we have is the 9 of Wands. So this is like waiting and anticipation energy. So let's get some more clarification on what you're waiting on. Can you please clarify the 9 of Wands? Can you please clarify the 9 of Wands for pile 2? Can you please clarify the Nine of Wands for pile 2? Nine of Wands for pile 2, please. Alright, I got a few cards. So we got the Chariot. Wow. The Chariot, the Star, and this is like a stock card. It's like the High Priestess mixed with the Magician. So these are all major arcanas. So something big you're waiting on. I mean, this is huge. To get, for clarifiers, 3 major arcanas, you know? And in the spread, you didn't get any major arcanas. So the position you're leaving now, I mean, is nowhere near as huge as what you're waiting on. You could be waiting on your star to manifest. Here, you know, I don't want to say this job's not important to you because it is. It is. And with lessons learned, we see that it has meant so much to you. These are lessons you carry with you throughout your entire life that you learned on this job. You're going to take it with you and carry it with you for the rest of your life. And we see that it caused a lot of anxiety here for you to leave this position. But whatever you're waiting on is so much bigger than this position. So much bigger. It's huge. It's major. Especially with the, there's only 2 stock cards in this deck. This is one of them here. And it's the Magician mixed with the High Priestess. It's like you're sitting on a gold mine or something, you know? And you may or may not be telling people this, like, with this High Priestess energy here, you know? This might be a secret. But with the Chariot card, it's coming in quickly for you. And maybe that's why you're leaving your position, because you do have your 10 of Cups coming in quickly, you know? What you're really passionate about with this Lover's card, what really brings you passion. I think you're waiting for your star to explode. And like your hopes and dreams here too. You know what I mean? And this could just be the, you know, the natural ebbs and flow of life too, you know. You just outgrew the position, or, you know, there was no more room left for you to grow, or just your star was too big, you know. It's burning so brightly here. Your star is burning so brightly. And you have wish fulfillment coming in with the 10 of Cups coming out and the Chariot coming out right on top of it. You know, the Lover is right underneath. So I'm going to pull a few of the Mermaid cards, the Ocean cards. Let me just grab them all here. And see if we can get any further messages on your career here, Viola. 2 Any more messages for pile 2, please? On a career? Any more messages for pile 2 here on the career? Any more messages for pile 2, please? I'm going to pull 3 cards. Okay. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. So we have the Magician again. Again, we have the Magician. So yeah, you're manifesting something huge. You're manifesting something huge here, pile 2. Oh my god. You're the Magician twice now. And it comes out next to the Ace of Pearls, the Ace of Pentacles. No, the Ace of Cups. Love. Oh my gosh, and we did get the Lovers out here. The Ace of Cups. Something that you really unconditionally, truly, passionately love. True love. You know? Something, your dream position, something you love with all your heart. And we have the Hangman. So we have the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So it's like you're manifesting true love, something you're truly passionate about, and a new perspective. And a new perspective on the way, on your current position or the way you're currently living, you know, and what you should be doing for a career. It's almost like you're seeing for the first time, like I can have this Ace of Cups. You know, maybe you've been trying to manifest it, but it's like for the first time with this Hangman, you're seeing like I can have my Ace of Cups. I can have what I'm truly passionate and in love with. I don't have to settle for, you know, second best. You know, you can have your dream career here, pile 2. And if it's your dream to retire right now and not work at all, then yeah, you can. That's what you should do. You can have that too. That's all about what this reading is about. Okay. If your dream is to, you know, just totally walk away from your career right now and enjoy your 10 of Cups, and that means home and family and love relationship, and we do have the Ace of Cups out here, then yeah, that's where your heart is, and you definitely, you know, go for it. Do that, you know. You should definitely do that. Because that's what's going to bring you the most happiness, you know. And obviously we all have livelihood, you know, I get it. You know, this energy that you're in of your current position has nothing on what you're manifesting into your life for your next career position here. Sorry, that was the Hangman. I meant to show you the Magician. We have the Magician out here twice. Magician out here twice. Major manifestation cards. So I'm gonna that was a lot, pile 2. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pull one of the Halloween oracles just to get final messages here for pile 2, please. Final messages for pile 2, please. Final messages for pile 2, please. Very interesting, pile 2. Final messages for pile 2, please. Final messages for pile 2, please. And we got ghosts, and it says regret. Yeah. It's like you're like a ghost at your job now. You're there, but you're not there. You know. Your heart's not there anymore. It's with whatever you're manifesting, whatever you've been working on manifesting. Bottom of the deck, it says eternal love. Yeah, eternal love. And it says love is love, and it transcends physical death. Yeah. It's almost like saying what we love or who we love transcends death or endings, you know. Wow. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, all right, pile two. That was your reading. I'm so sorry these are so short and brief right now. I don't mean to be so blunt and brief. Um, um, this is the second reading I'm doing today, and I just, I really did want to do this reading right now. Um, I just, my energy is not in the same place it was this morning, but that's okay, right? That's okay. That's okay, baby. So just bear with me. Thank you so much. Okay, so moving on. Thank you so much, Pile 2. Sorry. Thank you so much, Pile 2. Thank you, Pile 2, for being here. Okay. So next we have Pile 3, which is Deepfake. And the card says convincing lies, altered truths, virtual deception, seeing is no longer believing. Wow. Wow. This is very interesting because, my first thought when I read this card, and I haven't really gotten any specific careers or positions throughout the reading, it's been more general. My first thought when I see this card is like AI or something like that. So I wonder if your next position has something to do with AI. Let's get into the cards and look more into it, okay? Let's just shuffle the cards and see. Please, Spirit, tell me what next. Pile 3. Next career. Or current career move. Tell me about Pile 3's career, please. Pile 3's career. Pile 3's career, please. Let's shuffle these cards pretty good. So I want to make sure I get the right messages because this is very interesting. Pile 3's next career, please, or next position in our career, please. Can you tell me about Pile 3's career, please? Pile 3's career, please. Pile 3's career. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get stuck in. Okay. 5 and 6. So bottom of the deck we have is 8 of Wands, which talks about communication. So again, is this a position in communications? Or something like that? Or where there's a lot of thinking, writing, speaking? Travel? Thinking, writing, speaking, travel? Quick travel? Very interesting. Underneath that, the High Priestess. Wow, and we have the moon out here too, June. Wow, something Very secretive going on here. Very, very secretive. Getting deep in the ethers, you know. Um, and we have the Seven of Swords out here. Wow. Your next position could be deep in the Ethernet, bro. Hmm. Okay, so the first card out we have is the Three of Swords. And this is all about heartbreak, um, healing from heartbreak, um, pain, discomfort, um, emotional tragedy, um, sadness, grief. So your next position could have to do with dealing with all these elements that deal with the Three of Swords that I just mentioned. Okay. Um, Either dealing with these types of individuals. Okay. Um, and I'm getting with this Temperance card too. You're very good at your job here because the Temperance hits a sweet spot. You know, sometimes the Temperance is a bartender too. The next position could be in bartending. I'm seeing something online here. I'm also seeing bartending. Something in the Ethernet, something with AI, something in communications, okay? I'm seeing something about a secret society. Um, there's something, sorry I'm pausing for so long, guys. There's something very disturbing about this energy here. I'm pausing for so long. This energy is so disturbing. It's like literally disturbing me. Um, there's something so secretive about it. Um, your next job could cause you to have OCD or might require you to have OCD. I can't stop touching the cars and making sure they're straight, which I never do, ever. Like, I literally don't care. But there's something where you're being very careful here on your next position, okay? I mean, it's like Not even kid gloves. It's like more than that. It's like psycho, obsessive, compulsive, like serial killer obsessive. Um, yeah, whatever you do next, it's gonna require you, and you are going to be, because this is the way you will be. Very, very careful. You will treat this position very, very carefully. The people that you work with, or your clients, or whoever you're serving in your next position, may be dealing with some sort of heartbreak or grief or sadness. Okay? And you're gonna handle them with extreme care. Um, the disturbia I'm getting from the cards is because there's something so deep about this energy, right? With this Seven of Swords and Moon card coming out like this, one on top of each other. It's like you're deep in the ethers. You know, it's almost uncomfortably deep. That somebody would be that deep inside the ethers of somebody else's soul, somebody else's heart, you know, and you could be complete strangers, maybe. I mean, I guess once you get that far in the ethers, you're not strangers anymore. You know what I mean? But maybe, if you're serving them, they don't know much about you, but you're like deep in the ethers here. Um, this is very interesting, guys. Let's pull a few more cards from the ocean deck here. Please and thank you, Spirit. This is very deep energy. To be deep into somebody's soul and you're looking right at their soul, you know. This is the type of work you're going to be doing next. We have the King of Coral. We have the Page of Coral. This is a much lighter energy. And we have the Queen of Spears. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Treasure. This might be psychological work you're doing. Some sort of psychology you're doing. I think this next position, or your next moves in your current position, okay, you have to treat with sort of kid gloves here. But it's not gonna be like that forever. Okay? It's not gonna be like that forever. Um I think once the healing work is done with this Three of Swords, whatever healing needs to take place, that energy will be cut off with this Queen of Swords, and fiery energy will explode onto the scene, coming out under this over this temperance. I don't think this, not necessarily depth, will last forever, but I don't think this sadness and hurt will last forever. I think there is a light at the end of the tunnel of all this. Psychological work that you seem to be doing. Um, Whatever you're doing is very, very deep and needs to be handled very, very carefully, but you obviously know that. Um, but there is a lot of brightness and joy coming at the other side of this position. Some satisfaction and gratification coming at the other side of this Three of Swords. A lot of good news and bright, fiery, fun energy. I think it'll always be deep. It'll always be deep work. Okay. Um, but it won't always be so heavy. It won't always be so heavy. Um, so let's pull one of the Halloween Oracle decks to close out the reading. Halloween Oracle cards. And we're gonna close out the reading here. This, child. Oops. So we have Skull of Flowers creating through the ashes. Yeah. This is creating through the ashes. And wasn't that what we were just talking about? All this like healing that needs to be done. And here you are, and it says creating through the ashes. Right. So you're creating something very special here. Look at this card, the colors on this card. They're vibrant, they're bright. You're creating something wonderful and beautiful, exquisite and magnificent, you know, through these ashes, through this pain, through this, despair, and you're creating something beautiful, This could be artwork. It's so funny. I wasn't really getting any job positions for any of the other readings, but I'm getting now so many different. I think I named so many different, at least half a dozen different positions that this could be. So let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck before we close out the reading here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Yeah. So this could be something to do with esoterics. We were getting the High Priestess. And it's interesting it says the earthly weaver of the worlds. Because it's like you are working in the ethers. You are working in the psychological realm. And in a lot of ways what you do is magic. It's psychological, but it's magic too, with the witch there. So very, very interesting, guys. child, that pile three threw me for a loop, honey. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was too much for me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I need. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That pile three was something else. That was some energy right there. That was crazy. Oh my gosh, I love you, pile three. That was a lot, you guys. That was a lot. um so guys, I want to thank you for coming to the reading today. I want to tell you to stay blessed, and I want to tell you that I love you. Okay, bye.